Welcome back. As I said at the end of the previous part, I was going to go away and get some Welch stuff done. So as you can see, got myself up to level 218. Not all the way yet. Not all the way to max level, but we'll get there. We'll get there. But we're going to start off this part with some private actions. No idea if Ray's got this one here, but we're only going to be looking at Ray's and Theo's during the Letty playthrough. And at the moment, we can only do Ray, so...
Sometimes you just gotta take a step back and really appreciate everything doctors do.
Truly, they are an essential part of society, especially as one grows older.
I really didn't like going to the doctor when I was a kid. I knew it meant I'd be choking down some gross medicine later.
Indeed.
Getting shots hurt, and then I'd have to stay in bed, no playing outside.
Yet they are all necessary means to cure an affliction. It is a fact of life.
I mean, yeah, I get it now. What the doctor said was totally right. But I'd be lying if I said I didn't still have some hard feelings there.
Henceforth, you ought do your best to retain your good health, so as to avoid the need for a doctor.
Oh, definitely. Can't afford to run out of gas while we're on our journey, right? We gotta look out for each other.
Agreed. Incidentally, pray tell, what is shots?
There's these things with big needles that inject medicine directly into your body.
Oh my, a needle in one's body? Is it wise to do such a thing?
Oh yeah, totally normal. Needles can even get blood out so you can run a bunch of tests.
Get blood out?
What's wrong?
I find myself frightened by the idea of visiting a doctor in your world, Ray.
I guess that's all the more reason to keep yourself in tip-top shape.
Ignore those darn shooting stars.
I was going to say, she wouldn't know what shots are. I'm glad they addressed that. Thought it was an oversight at first, like, hold on, how are you talking to him about this? You don't even know what they are.
May I ask what you typically do in your work, Ray?
Let's see, how do I explain this? Your kingdom has jobs that involve moving stuff around, right?
Indeed. Many which involve transportation by animal, boat, or otherwise.
Well, that's what I do. Essentially, my job is to take someone's cargo from one place and deliver it to someone else who needs it. Only we don't just deal from city to city or country to country, we deliver from planet to planet.
Planet to planet? I cannot say I quite understand. Nonetheless, I am sure you are doing a wealth of good.
I wouldn't say it's all that great, but thanks. No job is too big, no fee is too big. Anything from a single letter to a house as big as this village, we make it happen.
A house? Forgive my shock. I cannot fathom carrying such an enormous burden. Yet, true as you say, no job is too big.
Yep. So if there's anything you need me to deliver, just say the word, all right? No matter what it is, I'll get it there safe and sound.
I see. If the need arises, I know whom I shall call.
Question is with the house stuff. Is it flat pack, or are we talking foundations, part of the earth that it's built into? What?
What do you think about when you use Duma to fly around?
In all honesty, I focus ever so much on the flying that I do not have the capacity to think of aught else.
Makes sense. I mean, even I haven't flown around like that before.
Also, I find myself oft terrified. What if I fall? I cannot rid my mind of the anxiety. Oh, on this topic, the world you come from is even higher than the sky, yes? Have you ever felt frightened in such a high place?
Never thought about it like that. I guess you're not wrong. But the sensation of falling is different when you're on the surface here. I can't really say the same about flying with Duma. As they say, you get used to it.
Fascinating. I wonder if one day I shall become accustomed to sky travel.
So aggravating.
That's all fine and
I'll tell you what
dandy,
we ought
but
to do.
just don't get
Ignore
careless
those
before
darn
then.
shooting stars.
I see. One must consider so many aspects in regard to flight.
I mean, landing is a key one, yeah.
Hey Laeticia, what kind of food is someone like you into?
Someone like me?
Like, I love eating cheap and tasty local food from all sorts of different planets. But you're, let's say, of noble birth. So it got me curious, what kind of chow is your favorite?
I struggle to comprehend your preferred meals. Howbeit, I do not think that I have particular tastes solely due to my royalty. Well, perchance
How is this hard for you?
My apologies, I have not pondered the thought much.
Alrighty. Let's make this simpler. How about we start with your favorite drink?
Favorite drink? Well,
Tea.
I quite enjoy tea. Though it is difficult to choose if it is my most favored.
Oh yeah? Sounds pretty fancy schmancy to me.
It bestows tranquility. I oft partake of black tea at the royal palace. And not just black tea, mind you. Specialty leaves offer the most divine flavors. Their tastes and aromas differ greatly.
They do, huh? You know, I was never that big of a tea drinker, but I'm gonna have to give it another shot.
Then I shall introduce you to my favorite blends.
I'd like that. Thanks.
So this world does not have coffee, but it has tea. This is my kind of world.
Man, from the mountains to the sea. Pretty intense journey, ain't it?
My sincerest apologies for having you accompany me to and fro.
Oh no, I didn't mean to make you feel like that. It's exciting going places I normally don't go. No need to apologize. I'm having a great time.
I am pleased to hear that.
Speaking of, which do you like better, Laeticia? The mountains or the sea?
Pardon? Why do you ask?
It's a pretty common thing to ask. Like, say you're going on vacation. Which would you want to go to?
Understood. I had not considered the question before, but
The mountains.
I would say the mountains.
Alright, nice. Not a bad choice. That's where you get the best meat and veggies.
I did not choose my answer predicated on the fare, you know.
Oh, okay. Gotcha. There's nothing like the exhilarating feeling of hiking up a mountain, step by step.
I find the air at higher elevations so refreshing.
Yeah, being there makes me want to shout at the top of my lungs, Yodelay-hoo!
Oh, I do relate.
Well, that's it for Ray's private actions right now. So, let's go to the seaport of Koto and carry on with the story.
Theo.
Well, well. Fancy meeting you lot here.
We must cross the Straits of Koto in order to reach the continent of Nihlbeth. Commander Theo has agreed to help us.
So, the Imperial Navy's been trawling around even before Baldar fell?
That is not all, I fear. The reports say the Imperials drawing near Koto were scouts. It seems they plan to invade Nihlbeth.
They what?
Don't scare me like that!
Come, we should depart at once. I only pray the Imperial forces are not too on edge following the battle at Baldar.
Right. Appreciate it, Theo.
I, for one, am not certain what the situation is like in Nihlbeth. Make sure you are ready ere we depart.
Oh, I'm stupidly ready, mate. Should see my level.
Ready to set sail?
Yes.
Right then, let's set sail.
Story's gonna diverge pretty soon, though.
You know, you mentioned there was no diplomacy between Osarius and Nihlbeth. Wouldn't that mean we're about to land illegally on their shores?
It would seem so.
Wait. What do you mean, it would seem so? What if they think we're invading them too?
That is precisely the reason why we need Maester Midas here.
My time's not to be wasted.
What's eating you?
All this talking can be done later. The most important thing is for us to make for the Trathan settlement.
So, Ray, take care of Letty, would you?
What's the deal?
Well, even should you all desire to take your leave of Nihlbeth, certain complications may impede my ability to stay near. The Imperial Navy may happen upon us, for instance.
Don't sweat a thing. I've been up to my neck in complications since I landed on this planet.
Ray, keep her safe.
Right, let's go meet the Trathan then.
Firearm signatures detected. Initiate emergency measures.
That sound. It's Imperial gunfire. Looks like we've got company. What the?
Life-threatening activity detected nearby. Individual contact with its source is not recommended.
What a most advantageous orb! I should love to study it.
Now's not the time. After Midas!
Malkya!
Could it be?
More of them!
Alright, let's take him out.
Malkya.
We must focus on the battle at hand.
Yep. Very dead.
Are you all right, Malkya?
Midas, is that truly you?
In the flesh. Thank goodness you're safe.
You jumped in so quickly. I assumed you were another Imperial lackey.
My apologies.
No need. Do not fret, Midas. Full glad am I to see you. Age has certainly not been kind to you.
Yet you remain unchanged, just as last I saw you.
You flatter me, but I have changed in my own way over these years. By the way, your companions are peering in this direction with some confusion. It would seem they have the wrong idea.
Forget them. The less they know, the better.
That will not do, Midas. I am certain your friends would like to hear the whole story. I see some familiar faces. Human children really do grow up in the blink of an eye. It has been some time, Princess Laeticia.
I am deeply honored you would remember me, Lady Malkya.
You have grown into a beautiful woman. And the boy has grown into a fine young man. Welcome to Nihlbeth.
Boy?
I am alive and well thanks to you, Lady Malkya.
That is all well and good, but you do not appear to be in the best of health.
You see right through me.
I could sense the osseous core I separated with 14 years ago. But I never imagined Midas would be with it.
Osseous core? Oh. So, was that the material used to replace Albert's arm all those years ago?
Welcome, Midas, Princess Laeticia, and your brave young companions. I am Malkya Trathan. I am the leader of the Trathan tribe, the native peoples of Nihlbeth. Follow me. I will lead you back to our village. We can discuss more there.
Why didn't you mention you were friends with their leader from the start?
I was not expecting to see her, much less be shown such hospitality.
Oh,
Oh.
Welcome. This is our village, and our bastion against the Imperial forces.
I see. For what reason is the Empire invading Nihlbeth?
We can discuss such matters in my home. Visit at your leisure.
more training?
I'll inform the villagers of your presence. Make yourselves at home.
How curious. The Traffin people.
The plan is to take out the frame rates.
Now then, let us start with what brings you to Nihlbeth.
To fight back against the Vale Empire. With your blessing, we hope to mine the Levitas ore found deep within the Nihlbeth ancient coil. The ore will ultimately serve as an indispensable catalyst.
Catalyst, you say? I see. Oh, so you intend to use the Folga?
You know of the Folga?
Of course I do. Midas promised we would...
Malkya!
What are you shouting for, man?
The Folga, you see, was an idea Midas thought up while with Marcus, Filberto, and I 14 years ago.
Dad and Dr. Eason too?
Lady Malkya was involved in the invention of the Folga? This is the first I have heard of it.
In a manner of speaking, I was. Am I wrong to say so, Midas?
Yes, I would not have met you otherwise.
Mayhap. The ancient coil is Nihlbeth's most sacred ground. If we would allow outsiders to dig within, I would impose one condition.
Anything you ask.
I would ask for your assistance in routing the Imperial threat that encroaches on the ancient coil and our home. Excavation may prove difficult with the Empire so close at hand, besides.
Did we stand a chance? Baldar was no match for them at all.
The royal city of Nihlbeth has not sent aid due to the small number of Imperial soldiers. The villagers tell me the enemy has but a single warship.
So, we'll be fine, right?
If we cannot rout this small a force, then I fear for our return home.
I am counting on you all. Let us make our move when ready. I will be joining you, so do call on me once you have made the necessary preparations.
You mean like now? Like right now?
Have you made ready?
Yes.
Then let us be off. The enemy may be few in number, but take caution.
Usual joke about caution.
Do you know where the brutes dwell?
I do. We shall patrol their invasion route and destroy them one by one. A simple strategy. We have also received reports that the enemy commander is present during their invasion effort.
Ah, if we take the commander down, we can send them packing easy.
Just so. Boy, I will not overstep my bounds, but take care.
Understood.
Let us be off then. We shall show these foolish Imperials what we are capable of.
Boy.
Multiple enemies detected. Firearms identified. Secure the perimeter.
A most useful orb, if not somewhat annoying.
Yeah, sorry about that. Duma doesn't listen to anyone.
The Imperial soldiers are over there.
Huh?
What is it, Ray?
It's those guys again. No, it's nothing. Sorry.
Our aim is not to take life, but do not hesitate. Forward!
Let's wipe them out.
Hang back. I got this.
Yeah.
Warning. levels low. Threat assault. Insufficient output.
Fall back!
Now, on to the next!
Right.
Let's get them all taken out.
Huh. I have grown somewhat used to their firearms.
Oh, in a good way or a bad way?
You are all far more skilled than I imagined. Such prowess is a rarity, even among the warriors of Trathen. We might consider a surprise attack on the Imperial warship. That should drive them back from whence they came.
Lady Malkya, please return to the settlement. We are under attack.
What?
A large number of Imperials. Their commander is on a rampage. Never have I witnessed such brutality.
Return with all haste, now!
Who's all haste?
No, this can't be.
What have they done?
Well, well. I was not expecting you back so soon, Lady Trathen.
You wretch.
Ray, this is the same man who attacked us in Rythel after Elena came down.
You're right! No mistaking that horn and pale skin!
He was an Imperial officer.
Well, if it isn't the peons who are looking into meteorites and Helgar's disease in Rythel. My apologies for not introducing myself before. I am called Gaston Gauchier. Do my eyes deceive me? Or is that a Duma with you?
Who are you, really? If you recognize Duma, then you must not be from this planet.
I could certainly ask you the same. Or ask why you're staring at me so bitterly, for that matter. Are we not allies? You have a Duma with you, after all.
I would never dream of allying myself with one who would commit such atrocities.
Nor will we waste any more words on a general of the Vale Empire. You will not lay another finger on the Trathen people.
As you wish. Just don't expect me to hold back. I will not go as easy on you as I did at our first meeting.
Do your worst.
Detecting unforeseen hostile threat. Secure the perimeter.
I think we'll be fine.
Careful.
Threat assault. In threat neutralized.
I mean, they died before I even got the chance to, like, charge them.
Sea levels low.
Right, Gaston, you're dead, mate.
Assault. Insufficient output.
Your rapacious and...
Thanks for letting my friends kick your ass last time.
I am quite looking forward to returning the favor. Your having a Duma around isn't doing me any favors.
Still your tongue, lest you desire another trouncing.
Thank you. I think I'd rather call it a day. See you again, Duma. And here's hoping we all have a more worthwhile chat next time.
No doubt about it. He's just like the guy we met when repairing Elena, and the woman on Mount Cotarant. They're humanoids from a developed planet. And this Gaston? He isn't shy about using their technology here either.
In any case, we have repelled their offensive. I doubt they will return anytime soon. Raymond, Princess Laeticia, you have my gratitude. You've become strong in your own right, boy.
I appreciate your words. However, I seem to grow weary.
Let us get you some well-deserved rest. I would welcome you all back into my home.
Sounds good to me.
She would welcome us back, but she's not going to.
That man who attacked us seemed to already know of Duma. What exactly is going on here? Regardless, I must hurry to Lady Malkya's chambers.
Now, before we begin mining for Levitas ore, there is one thing I would ask.
Something else? I thought we already chased off the Empire.
This is serious. It takes significant strength to excavate the ore, but many of the villagers are wounded. We are not in the best shape ourselves. Especially you, boy.
Huh?
These 14 long years must have been difficult. The creaking of my old osseous core due to our close proximity must not be helping matters.
No, I am fine.
Do not hold in the pain any longer. There is no need.
What?
Midas and I have discussed it. I will bestow upon you a new osseous core. A renewed arm should allow you to resume your duties.
Oh, Albert!
Are you certain?
Consider it a fitting reward for a hero who saved my people. Midas also keeps bringing up that if we do not repair your arm, he would be at the whim of the royal family forevermore.
Oh, that's great, Albert. Now you can go on being a knight.
I can hardly believe it. Thank you. Thank you.
The implantation procedure should only take one night. Let us all rest in anticipation of our journey for the Levitas ore come the morrow.
We don't use the word morrow enough these days. We really don't. Alright, so we should be at the point when we have a word with Ray during the night, right? Just bump into him. He's like, how's your arm? Poof.
Your Highness.
Albert, I am so happy for you. I pray for a safe procedure.
Your words are too kind.
No, Albert. It was all my fault.
Highness, do you know of Raymond's whereabouts?
Ray? He mentioned he was going to make a report to Elena before walking out a moment ago.
If your Highness permits, mayhaps now is the time to disclose all to him.
Should I? Now?
We are going to require his help, and the morrow's affairs ever keep piling up.
You are right. I shall speak with him. About us, Theo, and Maester Midas.
Shall we begin the procedure?
Yes, my lady.
I should try and locate Ray.
Yeah, let's go have a word with him.
Hey.
Ray.
I hope Albert's arm gets patched up all right.
I am certain it will. Ray?
Yeah?
If I may, let me share a story from my past. Albert lost his left arm 14 years ago. Back then, I used to drag Albert and cousin Theo around, causing them much annoyance. That day was just like any other. I was playing in an isolated area of the castle, a place I fancied my own secret bastion. It was then an unfortunate accident befell me. The decrepit castle walls, long since fallen into disrepair, came falling from above. Yet I was unharmed. The one who shielded me. it was Maester Midas and Lady Malkya who saved Albert's life. But their actions served as the catalyst for the three wise men's exile from the kingdom. Some decried the transplanting of limbs between species as a vile, evil, unforgivable act. Maester Midas suffered much, but so too did Maesters Marcus, Filberto, and Lady Malkya. They were all brought before the court to answer for their blasphemous deed. And it was my Lord Uncle who spearheaded their persecution. The decisive act that sealed their fate was when Father acquiesced to the claims. Father had no choice but to submit to my Lord Uncle's power, given his relation to the late Empress of Vale. Maester Midas was spared the mark of treason, but ultimately banished. Lady Malkya's studies at the Semiomancy Consortium were ended, our relations with Nihlbeth severed. And Maester Marcus and Filberto followed Maester Midas into the hinterlands.
No wonder Midas gets so heated. Actually, I'm kinda surprised you even thought of asking Midas for help.
I inquired Director Malkya about the Fulga. With it, I knew I could protect the kingdom. I beseeched Albert for his help, asked Cousin Theo to assist with arrangements. And then, Ray, I met you.
Nah, I haven't done a thing.
After we met, I began to think that everything will be fine. That things will work out. I have never been so excited for the days to come. Thank you for listening to my overlong story. Shall we head back?
Let's go get some rest. And hopefully his arm's not just gonna fall off.
Thank goodness.
Highness.
Procedure went well then.
Indeed. Behold, Your Highness.
So, feeling ready to get back at it?
Naturally. Let us not keep Theo waiting.
You said it. Let's make tracks.
How fare you this morning, Lady Malkya?
Better, after hearing the Imperial troops have left our shore. Now is the time to descend into the coil.
Is it that deep?
The ancient coil is sacred ground for semiomancers. It is suitably deep. Losing one's way would prove fatal.
Their kind do not go astray. Their strange tools create detailed cartographs.
Then, there is no reason to worry. Shall we depart?
Are you coming with us, Lady Malkya?
As leader of the Trathen, it would be unspeakable to not join you on our sacred grounds. There is an entrance into the coil within the village. I will meet you there after informing my people.
Good morning, Albert. You're looking much better.
Thank you. I feel strong enough to move mountains.
I am relieved the procedure went well. But I am afraid I come bearing ill tidings.
Here we go.
What is it?
Divergence.
What happened to His Royal Majesty?
The wounds he sustained in Baldar have worsened, leaving him bedridden. Sinister activity has also been observed around Baldar. Neon wishes for the immediate return of Her Highness. Theo has already left Kato for the royal city. The ship that approaches is one sent by Neon.
You should go, Laeticia.
Now?
Look, your people are calling for you in their time of need. It's them you've been fighting for all along, right?
If the king has truly fallen, nothing will prevent Lambert from doing whatsoever he pleases. He may even impede our work on the Folga.
I'll keep Elena updated on our situation with this. We can handle the rest here.
Very well. I leave the retrieval of the Levitas ore in your hands.
No problem. And Albert, you'll be going with her, right?
Of course. I leave the rest here to you. Should any trouble arise, I shall inform Elena with all haste.
I'll stay behind. If I left and Ray or the others got sick or hurt, they'd be in trouble.
As shall I, as an authority on Levitas ore.
I await good tidings in the Royal City.
Yeah, we will see you soon.
But not in this part, anyway. Because in the next part, we'll do it. We're going to be ending this part here. If that wasn't obvious, I've worded this very strange. I don't know why. We're ending this part here. In the next part, we'll see how this story develops with Laeticia, because last time, obviously, we went with Ray and got the ore. One thing I'm curious about is the whole Doomer upgrading. Because Doomer upgraded because of what happened down when we found the Levitas ore. So what happens on Laeticia's side? It still needs to upgrade, so guess we'll find out. Maybe in the next part. Ta-ra for now.